He stopped doing that in concerts. Also, we're live now, so that's the first thing our viewers have heard tonight. Hello, everyone, as we are discussing the. Ooh, I can't even do it because I just drank nasty ass Jaeger. I can do it without Jaeger. I think he stopped doing that sound at concerts though because it probably destroys his vocal cords.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's the only reason people go to those concerts. Just kidding.
So he doesn't want a sore throat, so he's not down with the sickness.
I guess.
I don't think we're starting this tonight. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome into another episode of KFD&D. We are still on campaign 1. This is season 3, episode 4. If you're new to the channel, this is Kentucky Fried Dice. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're having just the best daggone day in the world.
Today is episode 5.
Is it?
Yes.
Did I put that down?
I don't know. I'm looking at the recap for episode 4, so that would make me think if I can count, today is 5.
Oh, no. Apparently, we're just doing episode 4 twice.
But maybe the maths aren't mathing. I don't know.
Episode 4.2.
No, it's episode 5. Hey, Rolf, thank you so much for that sub. We greatly appreciate you. I'm so glad your MRI came back where you do not require surgery. That is fantastic, and I'm so happy for you. Sorry I've not been on Discord much. My regular job is kicking my butt right now. I don't care for it. But that's fine. Anyway. Happy news. So our happy news tonight comes from Finland, one of those wacky Scandinavian countries where they treat people with respect and dignity, and they don't force you to work yourself to death, and they're happy, and I don't know. Weird. Your badge is blue now. Does blue dice is good? Yeah, blue dice are good. I think I made that silver, so it has like a bluish tint. I don't remember when I did those, but thank you for 9 months. You are greatly appreciated and amazing. But Finland, so they currently have too much zero emission power, and the electricity costs are going negative there. And if you read the article, which is posted, it's talking about that they use a lot of hydroelectric power and the spring flooding, which is happening now as the snow is melting and such. And I don't know, read the article if you're super interested in it. It's great. I haven't read it yet. But, just again, a reminder that it's possible to not rely on fossil fuels, and we can leave a better planet for everyone that comes after us. And that's what we should be doing, and not doing the bullshit that we're doing now. But anyway, yeah. So you bought, Rolf bought the AD&D first quest set for your first RPG stuff. You still have the D20. Oh, that's amazing. And it's orange. I feel like I've definitely lost a lot of the dice I played with when I was younger. My first ever set of D&D dice was the Chess X brand, which I think a lot of us bought because that's what you'd find in stores back in the day. And they were green. And they weren't clear or see through anything cool. They were just green dice, because I don't know if translucent dice were even a thing at that point in the late 80s.
Come a long way, baby.
Early 90s.
This was back in the days where it's like, you're getting different colors. Be happy.
Right. These are not made out of animal bone. They're not carved from.
It require scrimshawing to.
Hi, KFD Mom. I hope you are doing well. I hope you had fun at church tonight.
Mom.
We love you. I think that's all I got to start. Anybody else have any good news? Anything happy? Anything going on?
I'm wearing a fun shirt.
You are a fun shirt.
You can't see because I'm a thing. But it says, yeah, I'm in a D&D, dissociation, and dehydration. And other people are wearing shirts that actually mean something.
I have that's what I have.
I'll share some good news on a personal note. I know we have not been streaming a whole lot lately, and if you're on our Discord, you know this, but my dad did have to have a really major surgery last week. He had open heart triple bypass surgery, and he got to go home last night. And so while there is still a long road ahead of him, he is doing as well as can be expected after such a major surgery. So thank you all for all of the well wishes and thoughts and prayers. That does mean a lot, and really appreciate it, and appreciate also just that y'all don't mind that, like, sometimes life happens and we can't always stream as planned, and it has been very stressful and emotional. So just appreciate everyone's support in that way, and happy to share that good news with everyone tonight.
Absolutely. There's some more. So Rolf posted in our Discord earlier that he had to have an MRI and he does not require surgery, which is awesome news. And then KFD Mom just posted that her best friend BJ gets out of Cardinal Hill rehab on Saturday. So
Awesome.
Also very good news. Love to hear that people are like having good health and recovering. And I also want to reiterate what Jillian said. Thank you all. Like we kind of planned on streaming yesterday and just we've been kind of overwhelmed with just life lately, so we'll probably be taking more days off in the coming weeks and stuff. Because again, most importantly for us, as you can see by our shirts tonight, Givers and Gamers is why we stream, and I want to make sure we have energy for that because it does take up a lot of energy. And I don't like some of y'all have streamed or tried streaming, and like it does drain on you. So we got to take care of ourselves first and foremost, which I'm not always the best about. I know it.
You're getting better.
I am. I was really proud of myself. I think I've kind of shared with people that I am very seriously. I don't think my wife from work would ever watch this, so it's fine. Like very seriously job searching right now. And I've hired a career coach, and part of that was looking at like my saboteurs, both in my work life and my personal life. And my number one saboteur is, I forget how they phrase it, like a helper, but basically pleaser. I very rarely care about myself, and always try to please everybody else. So like I appreciate like some of our local people. When I posted about Curse of Strahd, like I have one free weekend this month, and I need that for myself. That's a really big step for me. I don't think people really get that. That typically I'd be like, well, I have one free weekend, and that's now going to my friends so I can run D&D for them. I'm just really bad about it. I'm bad about it at work. I'm bad about it in personal life. So I'm trying. So if I in the future don't want to do something with people, it's not because I don't like you all and don't want to spend time with you. It's that I know I need time for myself, and I'm gonna really be intentional about taking that. And that applies to streaming just as much. Ooh, almost knocked my water over.
Boundaries are healthy, people.
That's true.
We all can stand to care about ourselves a little bit better. I'm very happy for people.
Absolutely.
It may shock people to know I also took the same quiz because I really like personality assessments. So when Donald said he took one, I was like, send me the link. I want to take it.
I kept thinking about posting this on Discord, like with people interested in finding out what their saboteurs are, along with the TED Talk that goes with it. So if that's something people are interested in, I'd love to post it and we can talk about what our saboteurs are.
You can see how many of us, our top saboteur is pleaser, because that's also mine.
I have a very strong feeling a lot of people, a lot of our communities are pleasers, which on one hand is really nice because we don't take advantage of each other, which it's very easy if somebody's a pleaser to take advantage of them. And I never feel like I am, but I do know that I need to take some more for me.
Ralph also redeemed hydrate. So however you're doing that.
Yeah, well, my previous one did not work so well. Yeah. So I think with that, unless anybody else has anything they want to share, we can get into our recap and get this session going.
Excellent. I will be reading the recap that Handlebar so generously wrote for us from episode 4.
I haven't picked out theme music for you.
I get theme music?
Yeah, everybody has their own theme music, but I don't have yours yet.
Oh,
we need to figure that out. It's fine. You're gonna get this one.
Someone just hummed "This Girl Is on Fire."
Yeah, that would get a strike.
Not if we're all doing. Not if it's all us.
But don't you like? I reined it in because normally I would say my like walk-on music would be like "Rude Boy" or something.
Not Proud Mary in honor of the late.
R.I.P. Tina Turner, a legend for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, episode 4, 2 weeks ago had us having Chime surveyed the lava-filled room and reported back to the party. The party forged forward and were attacked by a pair of V-Rocks that were hidden in the rafters and a Bone Knight. Kin cast some blessings, James called out some tactical orders, and they defeated their foes with only a few scrapes thanks to Ryan's hyper-focus. James touched Chime's shoulder and cast Spider Climb. allowing her to get the gems out of the giant statues and attach a rope to the rafters to allow the rest of the party to swing across the large gap to the exit of the lava room. Chime also inspected the keyhole on the door to the exit and found that it was a dwarven trap to keep thieves out. The real keyhole was hidden behind a swing plate, which Chime picked before they proceeded cautiously along. They came upon an intricate dwarven forge powered by lava pools and pumping machinery, and balanced above one of the pools was a mobile death trap that contained 2 cages balanced on either end of a metal support. 5 dwarves in one cage, that included Honest Dan, and Meatball in the other. There is also an elaborate techno-magical device with knobs, switches, levers, cylinders, and a gem. There were other cages around the forge as well, with delirious and perhaps dead prisoners who were mostly dwarves. The dwarves in the cage above all of them looked starved and tortured, and Meatball didn't even really seem to notice the party. One of the dwarves was muttering about how the dead were coming back as mindless, aggressive zombies after a while. Chime, who still had the ability to walk on any surface due to spider climb, was climbed up to the cages to see if they were trapped, but she couldn't really get a good angle to tell. Ken reached for the machine's interactive bits, but James and Karn shouted at him to stop. They all yell at Meatball loud enough to break his stupor, but he just looked defeated. Confused and surprised, he panically explained that if Chime touches those locks, they'll both release. He didn't know how they could get everyone down safely, but that a plague masked lady set the trap up. When Chime said that we had killed her already, Meatball said Dragonbane mentioned that the dead weren't staying dead. The new continent is close to the other planes, which is why it was like the playground of the gods. Dragonbane had gotten most of the gods, so he was going after the primordials next, because he needed to find another way to the celestials after they sealed off his last way in. Then Meatball confessed that under duress, he had helped Dragonbane build that machine that allows him access to the other planets. The party came up with a plan to get the 2 cages to safety that required them to pull the cages with rope over ground instead of lava, while Chime purposely set the trap that releases both cages. So they got into position, Chime triggered the locks, and action.
What a good setup. Thank you. All right. So just as a reminder, it was Rosa and Ken were on the cage full of dwarves, correct? Pulling on that one,
Yeah.
while James and Karn were pulling on Meatball's cage.
That was on Meatball's cage. Oh. Y'all got nasty minds.
Y'all.
That's why we're friends.
All right. So Chime, seemingly as soon as you stick the lockpick into the lock, you start free falling as Meatball's cage descends towards the ground. Luckily, Rosa and Ken are pulling very hard, and the dwarves clear the lava pit that they are above, banging on the ground, and you hear several just grunts and groans as the dwarves are knocked to the ground very hard and very quickly. Meatball's cage, however, for whatever reason, maybe the especially I think which one, Karn got a nat 1 there on our last roll, which is not a failure, but sometimes it makes for good storytelling. You feel the rope slip out of your hands and begin to burn your bare hands as you're trying your best to grab onto it. And James, it's a heavy cage, even though Meatball isn't heavy, and it starts to plummet down quickly, very quickly. Luckily, before all this was done, Rosa had used some of her druid abilities and made kind of a grate of stone and covered a good chunk of the lava. Unfortunately, it's a very thin stone, and as this cage falls from high on, it hits the grate with a great just smack, and you can hear the entire rock formation begin to crack and crumble as Meatball's cage starts to fall into the lava with Chime still on it. So first of all, Chime, in this split second, are you jumping off the cage or are you staying there?
I don't have his door unlocked yet, do I?
You do not. Okay, you're staying.
Okay.
Okay. James, Karn, both of you need to make a strength saving throw. You have one last attempt as Meatball's cage, with Chime still attached to it, is about to fall into this massive pool of lava, spelling certain doom for everyone. As a reminder, players, you have inspiration you can use once per
thank
session.
God.
That is
I'm going to use
nat
mine
20.
because I am also using. I'm going to use mine inspiration.
Okay.
And
Ah!
there, I did not get a nat 1, and that's I got a 3 and a 4, so we'll take the 4.
At this point, James just cannot get a hold of this rope. You can feel it slipping from your fingers as at this point you are of no help whatsoever. Karn, how'd you roll?
Nat 20.
Oh, what's that total?
27.
All right. At this point, your hands are burned from this rope sliding through them, and you can feel the blisters forming already, and the pain is immense, but you know the consequences. You know it's about to happen, and you feel yourself starting to slowly drag towards this lava well. It is set up a bit, and you're able to get both of your feet against these rocks encasing the lava, like forming a pool of lava through these rocks that somehow do not melt, even though lava is just liquid rock, but that's totally fine and not important right now. And you grab onto this rock with all this rope with all of your strength, and you pull, and James, you think you're helping, but you're not. But Karn, you're able to save it. You haven't pulled it all the way out yet, but it's not like about to fall in. Chime, if you want to try to pick that lock right now,
Yes, I do.
go ahead. And this is going to be pretty difficult because you are under a lot of duress.
Yes.
Chime, hurry.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. These tools. I know, like, oh, what did I get? 18, motherfucker. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop now. That was exciting.
You feel the lock click open and swing the door aside. And with your spider climb, you can just kind of get a hand on Meatball, and you're able to yank him out, jump off the cage as it falls into the lava, and starts to bubble and get hot, all red, and somehow this cage, I guess it would start to sink below the lava's surface as you get Meatball out just in time.
I'm not doing that again. Please tell me we got the dwarves.
Oh yeah.
From where I am pulling on the cage, am I able to at least see that she's gotten Meatball out?
You can see.
Oh,
All right, I'm looking to see if anybody is seriously injured.
A
I
couple
have
of the
been injured.
a couple of the dwarves are unconscious and bleeding from their tumble, but they're breathing.
All right, I'm gonna go to the one that looks the worst off,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my last Maladex point, and I'm gonna cast the patron.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'll roll that real quick.
Okay.
7 hit points to whoever looked the worst.
Okay. It's a older dwarf. His beard is almost all silver. It's braided at the end and has a beard ring. Otherwise he's wearing just crappy, like, peasant clothes, more or less, that have been tattered as he's been kept down here for a while. And he stirs and wakes up and looks at you all and just gives a nod of thanks.
I'm going to cast Goodberry.
Okay.
And that will give 10 berries that I can distribute. And each dwarf can eat one, and it restores 1 hit point, but it also gives enough nourishment to sustain them for a day.
Oh, very nice. They hungrily gobble down that berry. Let's say they're probably not like a single blueberry, maybe like a full strawberry. And you can see like some of the juice running down. It's in their beard, and they're kind of picking at it, trying to get every last little bit. Probably been a while since they've eaten.
I can never hear the Goodberry spell without thinking, "Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry."
All right. It looks like this major crisis was averted. All of the dwarves at this point are conscious, still wounded and hurt. Meatball is still in a bit of a stupor. What do y'all want to do now?
I need a breather.
Yeah, Karn is just gonna collapse on his ass and just take it in.
Yeah.
I understand this has been challenging and you guys are injured, but you don't need to hear me say this is not a place to stop and rest. Take a minute. We need to get going or we're going to be ambushed.
Meatball, like, kind of,
no, probably not. They all left.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, they were going to take back Brownstone. He was sending the gnolls back to Brownstone.
You know, I never really liked that town anyway.
He said he needed to distract you all, and that.
Oh my God!
Yeah. You can't
morons.
You can't go back though.
How long ago did they leave?
Well, I think they had. I mean, just like recently. The note was a trap. Cutting off my ear was a trap. He just wanted you to leave Brownstone open and then send you back to Brownstone. So he'd just keep you busy away from what he's actually working on.
Meatball, what do you mean we can't leave?
No, you can leave, but you can't go back to Brownstone. You just have to hope you've done enough. There's other things going on. Dragonbane has a way to get to the elemental planes. He was going after the Earth Primordial. If he gets that much power, it's over.
He just shrugs at you. Kind of looks for if there's any of those berries left.
Meatball, did
haven't
you
eaten.
mention how he was able to get to the Earth plane?
I mean, he didn't mention it, but I really don't want you all to be mad at me. I kind of touched on it, but do I have to say it again?
We've been through this whole rigmarole. You did your little gnome thing, and you made a little gnome thing, and now everything is so wrong.
But
By
it worked.
chance, when you helped create this, did you maybe include a failsafe, a way to explode it if we hit it just right? Perhaps?
Well, no, because, well, I kind of thought you'd want to use it.
What are you talking about, Meatball?
You know, like, you could travel the planes and stop Dragonbane before...
You've got a device that can travel through different planes of existence?
Yeah, I made it. Aren't you proud of me?
Let's see it first.
Oh,
Okay, and he points to the contraption that you all were looking at as trying to figure out what it was. The box with the gems that are burnt out and the lens focused towards the ground.
Okay, let's secure everybody's safety. Make sure all these cages are empty and that everybody's on their way out, and there's no danger. There's no way for us to be ambushed. And then let's focus on making a plan and getting there, getting at least out of this place and to the next plane that we need to go to. I believe the Earth. The Earth.
Well, yeah, he went to the Earth because that's really close to here. At least the entrance is.
The Earth is very familiar to me. I don't know where from, though.
Yeah, but he's like, do you have any food? I'm kind of hungry and I could really use a snack. And then I can show you the device.
Hell, yeah, okay. I'm pulling out a ration for my pack, and I'm splitting it with Meatball. And I'm sitting down, and I'm taking a breather. Y'all are not to disturb me for at least 10 minutes.
Meatball will just...
Meatball, this device of yours, question for you. If it's used to access the plane, is there an automatic way back, or does someone have to remain here to operate it?
Okay, so this is the part that I didn't tell Dragonbane. You can set a timer on it and it'll keep the portal open for, say, like a minute, and then you can take the device with you and use that to go to another plane. I can show you how the knobs work. It'll just take, I don't know, a couple hours, and you'll be self-sufficient and not need me. And then I don't know.
That sounds like a great time for me to get a long rest in. You all have fun with that.
Meatball, I would love to learn how to operate this thing and how to get the gems, whatever these things are, powered up or get new power sources or whatever. But first, should we be worrying about like the whole dead coming back and not staying dead thing, and maybe some dwarves that we heard kind of gutturally moaning around here?
I mean,
As they're talking, Ken's throwing the bodies of the dead dwarves into the lava.
okay.
Ken!
Okay. Only the ones that are like just laying there dead, not the ones that are potentially undead.
He checks. Wait, what? Potentially undead?
Oh yeah. So I was trying to maybe explain. So they're dead and they're dead for a while, but then they come back and they just, not all of them, but some, and I don't know. I don't know why, but Dragonbane seems to be aware of it, and he seems to be quite pleased about it.
Are
Yeah.
any of the dwarves in here undead?
I think I don't know. I was trying to not have my cage over the lava fall in, and I was worried about my dwarven friends over there, and then all of a sudden you all came in and it was just chaos and
You had so much to worry about sitting in a cage and doing nothing for however long you've been in there.
Too long.
We gotta do all the work around here, don't we, Meatball?
Yeah.
I'm taking a nap. Everyone, you know what?
Okay. The room is getting bright from all this light coming from the flames of the burning fat of the dead dwarves that are now on the lava.
Oh, please no.
A couple of the dwarves, like, at first look like they want to say something to you, but they all have their own little huddle, and you can see a couple of the heads nodding, and then they start to come and help you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they're just like a couple of them. You can hear them just talking to each other. Like, I'd rather be burnt in lava than come back as a zombie.
Back to the mountain boys, am I right?
Well,
Okay.
if we're lucky, yeah. Off to Uharhan Talam. And a couple of the dwarves bow their heads and repeat, Uerham Talam.
What's Uharam Talam?
It's paradise for a dwarf. Think of it. Caverns. Nothing but endless caverns, full of gold, silver, mithril, and steel. Well, iron and carbon, so you can make steel. Gems around every corner, as far as you can see. Nothing but tunnels, my friend. Nothing but tunnels.
Mm.
It's where we all hope to go when we pass on and are judged.
You guys corroborate what Meatball just said, that we're probably safe here to take a rest for now.
A couple of the dwarves find just scrap on the floor, just pieces of metal they can use as clubs, and form a circle kind of around you and just say, just nods. You all rest. We'll stand guard.
Thank you, dwarves.
And Ken looks towards Chime, kind of ushering hand signal, need a hand or anything.
I mean, I'm missing a couple feathers, but I think I'll be fine after a long rest.
All right. And so everybody in agreement for a long rest?
Yeah.
Yep, 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 yep.
Karn's just going to be sitting there wrapping his hands like he's a boxer just because freaking rope.
Oh, I'm sure that hurts. Ugh.
Yeah.
Refill the spell slots, refill the HP, folks.
Do you know there's a button on your spell sheet, or not your spell sheet, your character sheet now that just, like, you can just press long rest and it, like, everything?
Oh, that's awesome. Where's it?
I
That's
love it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is it at the top, bottom?
It's on the, it's in the
Your
right column.
attacks and spell casting.
Purple
Okay.
buttons.
Yep, they're purple. If you're dark mode, which I assume everyone is.
Yeah, everything is in dark mode right now, so purple.
Am I
Yeah.
in dark mode? I don't think I am.
I think I found
Ew.
dark mode recently, so I didn't know about it until recently.
Ew.
Nice.
Y'all aren't dark mode supremacists like me? Gross.
I am. It's just if it's not easy to find, then what are you gonna do?
It's in the little settings.
I have
It's
7
fine.
million settings.
Yeah, I know.
I appear to be in dark mode, and I don't recall putting it in that way. So
It's fine. I'll deal with it later.
hashtag blessed.
Oh. Keyboard shortcuts? Oh. It's fine. Okay. So Meatball is going to be, I think, explaining to James how his planar machine works. So that'll take a couple hours of that. And he goes into like a couple details about the gems they use their charge when every time you open a portal, regardless of where it goes. It is possible to make it back, and has a couple of gems he has stashed in this room, and he goes and finds them, and so you all have a total of 3 of those gems right now.
Are the gems necessary for this machine to work?
Yes.
They have a magical energy to them, and it expels that energy every time it's used.
He was asking.
Can it be
Yeah.
any gem?
No.
Thank God. All I needed to know.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we make more of these? Or get more of these?
Well, the thing is, we've only found them so far here, and he holds one up to you, and it's this it's a cloudy white gem, and even as you look at it, it appears to be swirling on the inside. It's something you just haven't seen before. And
It's actually not a trick of the light. The magical energy is swirling in here. It's like a physical manifestation of magic within a gem.
Quick question. If I put this in a pipe and smoke it, will I be up for days?
If you put a rock in a pipe, you'll probably die. Why would you do that?
Kin's got a real good idea for a screenplay, but
And that's how meth was invented, kid.
I was like, I swear to God, if you call it quack, I'm done.
God.
I missed one.
It was right there.
Right there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. I missed one. Moving on.
And he holds up a gem that has been used. And it's basically like a glass bead is all it looks like. There's nothing inside, just glass.
I don't know if like more of these exist anywhere else. We found a very small number here. We can try to find more for you. The dwarves kind of nod and shake their head and eagerly look. And one of them looks over and if there's a way to mine and still fight Dragonbane, we're in. We're absolutely in.
Dwarves, if you want to get your revenge on Dragonbane, I feel that with your strength in mining, that is the way to do it. But let us sleep first, please.
They just know.
I figured this was after we slept, right?
Yeah,
'Cause-
This is kind of he was showing you as everybody else was getting their rest. Like y'all are probably still like getting in your bedrolls and getting a little camp set up and having that moment still.
Can I make an Arcana check on the crystal?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Let's see. Here's my character.
Sorry, I can put you all on a. Oh, I'll show you that one. Okay.
15.
So
And I apparently hit the wrong button. My bad.
no problem. Let me clear off initiative so that's not an issue later. The 15, you have the gem in your hand, and you can feel the energy just emanating from it. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's certainly not something you have encountered before. It doesn't quite feel like the gems you found before to open the door from before, but like almost a similar feeling to that. Like they're maybe extraplanar. Maybe they don't originate here, but they found their way to this plane, and the dwarves like maybe got lucky with their mining and found some, but it's hard to know that for sure. But definitely like a magic, and you're not sure what else they could be used for.
Does Dragonbane have how many does Dragonbane have?
So he didn't take a machine with him because I didn't tell him that was a thing. He was, I don't know. I think he had another plan to go from plane to plane. I kind of assumed that once you kill a primordial, you can likely travel between planes, but I don't really know. I haven't had a chance to study that yet. The science is unclear. I'll have to do my own research. So if you see him and ask him, that'd be my research. So that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Make that a priority.
Thanks. You guys are the best. Remember that time you saved me from a shipwreck?
Yeah.
That was great. I really like you all.
I'm glad. I'm really glad for you,
So-
Meatball.
Y'all want to like sleep now? Should I maybe go away?
Yeah.
32 hearts.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah.
sleepy. I'm gonna take a nap.
I got bit by a rock. I'm not used to getting hurt. So
All right, I'll stand guard with the with the guys.
Thanks, Meatball.
dudes.
Thanks.
All right. You're able to get a full rest in there. And it's several hours later. You're deep underground. I have no idea what time of day it is at this point. I've been underground for a day and a half at least. So time's getting a little murky.
All right. Here are my thoughts, team. So, Dragonbane expects us to go running back to Brownstone. I feel like we've set everything up, and town's pretty pissed off at Dragonbane. And with the resources that the town has, especially with Mostep, I think they'll be okay. I think if we ran back, I don't think we're gonna be a whole lot of help. And I think he is, since he is expecting that, he gets the upper hand. And I don't know that we have an advantage, even with Chama Ugox.
I second James. We've played right into his hands. We've done exactly what he expected us to do. And if we keep doing this, we're just setting off one trap after another. We need to surprise him. And it sounds like maybe, just maybe, Meatball's given us something that'll give us an upper hand. But I'm 99% sure I can trust him, but that 1% is bothering me.
I don't think we have a choice. Brownstone can at least hold out for a little bit, even without us. We may not have an opportunity like the one we have right now to surprise Dragonbane again.
There is also the issue of, do we want to win the battle or do we want to win the war?
Agreed. It sounds like everybody here is on the same page. Shall we go to the Earth Elemental Realm first?
I think so. But there's one thing that I have an idea. It may work, it may not.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Then I have an idea too.
What if you used your spell to locate similar objects on this weird-ass gem to see if there's more that are close to here that these dwarves can go help find? But maybe we'll also find more on the plane, the Earth plane.
I love that idea. This spell will last a while, so we can give cardinal directions to the miners here, and then maybe take a few with us to the Earth Elemental.
Oh, I think we should take all of them with us because we're going to take the machine with us, and they don't have a use for these crystals, as far as I know, without this machine that we're taking with us.
It'll take time to mine them from here first, so you suggest we stay here till they're done?
No, but we can always come back. Like, we're going to have to come back eventually anyways, but they may, if we have to come back, then they may have found some extras that will add to our pool.
Shine. Any thoughts on that matter?
I swear to God, if you all get me stranded one more degree away from where I started, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, that wasn't helpful. Now here's
Sorry.
What if, instead of going to the Earth Elemental Realm, we go to the Fire, Air, and Water realms and warn them? Maybe recruit a few heroes, or at least prepare them for the onslaught before
The problem with that is we only have a limited number of jumps. We have to operate on the assumption we may not find more of these gems.
Okay, so we have 3, and it's good for 3 jumps. Is that right, Meatball?
Yep. 1 jump per gem.
I want to roll insight to see if I believe him.
Sure.
Keep talking while you guys are while I'm looking for how to roll.
Rosa, you've been awful quiet. Do you have any ties to Brownstone other than Mostep?
Mostep is a very good friend, and I do wish him well, but I have confidence in Mostep. And I think you all are right. We need to try to win the war, not the battle.
I rolled a 2.
On an insight.
I believe it.
So
Ken
one thing with
looks at
insight
Meatball and
is
says,
like
"Who are you?"
I will never tell you what your character thinks because that's not my job. What you observe from Meatball is he has been under a lot of stress lately. As he mentioned before, he was forced to make this machine for Dragonbane. He's had his ear cut off. He's been very likely tortured during the construction of this machine. And everything he has said and done towards you all shows that he holds you in very high esteem.
I believe him.
I think he's telling us the truth as far as I can tell. Poor judge character anyway, so. Yeah.
I do
Are you
think
saying
James,
this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe him too. Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry, Rosa. Please continue.
No, I do think James had a smart idea about locate object, because how many gems we have may determine our course of action here.
Let me see one of those gems if you don't mind.
So, Ken, what was your idea? Did you have the same idea?
No, it was to go to one of the other elemental planes first to warn them of Dragon, and then ask that one to then go to the others and warn them, if that's such a thing as possible. As a duck, I like water, so if we go to the water elemental plane, explain the situation, ask them to warn fire and air, then go to the earth, I think that's doable.
I'm open to that. I think it's more likely that since these crystals are extraplanar and made of earth stuff, that we're less likely to get stranded somewhere if we go to the earth plane first. Look for more stuff, some more of these crystal things. And maybe if we find a bunch, we don't really have to worry, like we can just stockpile them and then do whatever we need to.
So
Right.
be it.
I'd like to chime in if I could. So Dragonbane went to the plane of Earth for a reason. So water is nothing but water, and I don't think he can breathe underwater. So that would make it kind of challenging. Air, as far as we understand, doesn't have any ground. So if you can't fly, you're kind of screwed there. And then fire, well, everything's on fire. So he wasn't quite prepared, and that's why he was going to Earth first, and thought maybe if he absorbed the powers, he would be able to resist the other elements a little better. And,
Wait, you said he's already been to Earth.
He left for Earth. I don't know, not too long before you got here, but I'm a bad judge of time because I was stuck in a cage with only one ear.
Right. I thought he left for Brownstone.
Oh no, he just sent his army down to Brownstone.
Oh.
He doesn't
my apologies,
care.
I misunderstood.
Oh, maybe I wasn't clear. I've been through a lot lately.
So have we. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I mean, not that you've been through a lot.
All right. So okay. So, all right. So if we go to Earth, he's probably there. But it sounds like the other planes aren't really good. What are the other? I feel like I should like. I feel like James knows this, but I don't remember.
Sure.
What were the 5 elements? Was it
There's
5?
There's a total of 6 primordials.
Okay.
A total of 6. So earth, fire, wind, and water, and then life and death.
Go planet.
And Meatball did not mention life or death in that at all.
Okay. I don't want to bring that up yet because I don't know what happens if Dragonbane comes back here and catches them and tortures them again. But I'm not going to go back to that at a moment. Okay. That's something that I will bring up later. How's that spell going, Ken?
It's cast. He put the stone in his mouth and then cast it.
In your mouth?
Yeah, what does it taste like?
What's your favorite flavor of Skittle?
Grape.
Trick question. They all taste the same. It has a very like bright, sweet, but like not quite fruity flavor. But as you cast a spell on it, and it's already this item of immense magic with magic potential inside, it starts to feel like pop rocks inside your mouth. But like they get stronger and stronger. And the swirling begins to begin as you take it out of your mouth. The swirling is faster and faster and faster, and tiny cracks begin to form in the gem. And for just a second, like a split second, you sense there's probably some gems towards the northeast. But then that feeling completely fades away as that gem crumbles in the dust right in your hand. You're down to 2.
Okay, looks like we can't apply any more magic to these things.
No more of that.
You said northwest, right?
Northeast.
Northeast.
I
Magic.
got a glimpse of a sense of this being located about northeast.
How far?
About at the limits of the spell range.
Okay, so that's about doesn't say 1,000 feet.
About 1,000 feet away.
And some of that's going to be through solid rock.
I don't think we'll be able to get to it in time, let alone identify it.
No, we're not. If we're gonna go, we have to go now.
Honest Dan comes up, limping. Hey, y'all, don't y'all worry about. You tell us where those stones are. I guarantee, by the time y'all get back here, we're gonna have them in hand.
Of course. How could we doubt you, Honest Dan?
Hey, no one never doubts me, and if they do, they're proven wrong.
Nice.
1,000 feet northeast of here. We'll be back when we can.
All right. We'll get them for you. Don't you worry about that.
All right.
Honest Dan pulls out a red cap and puts it on his head.
gets a pickaxe just off the ground and just starts walking over that way and just clink, clink, and all the other doors start joining in.
Nice.
And Meatball. Oh yeah, one more thing. And he points to this, like, it looks like a pile of scrap metal that's been kind of pieced together in some odd way. Otherwise, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but he points to it and says, so I made an anchor point for this machine. If you're ever lost and in a bad situation, you can always come back here. And it's the default setting on the dial. And it's shaped like a little house on the dial. And you'll always come back here. So if you're ever in a rush, something bad's happening, please don't bring something big and bad back to us, though. I would not like that.
Does that require a gem to use the anchor point?
Oh yeah. All portals require a gem. So if you're down to 2, well, I don't know what to tell y'all, but it'll be fine. It always works out, right? I mean, duck jumping from a flying ship, it worked out. Kraken attack, worked out. I don't know what she's been up to since then, because I've kind of been incognito, but it's fine.
We saw you in the knowledge district.
Oh yeah, but I don't know what you were doing then. You know, probably busy. I was probably busy. Yeah.
Well, we just appreciate you making this anchor point and being like the legend of Ronald the Burgundy being our anchorman.
Damn it, Ryan. That was too good. Okay, well, I'm a little nervous I won't see you all again, so be safe, okay?
No, we absolutely will be back.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Okay.
I don't intend on dying again.
Oof.
Let's fire this thing up.
I want Meatball to go, what?
Wait. Oh yeah, you do look kind of different. You died?
I'll
Yeah,
tell you the
he
rest of the
died.
story when we get back.
Okay. You promise though.
Yeah, be careful the dwarves don't throw you in the lava because they think you're a zombie.
No, the
Yeah.
zombies are totally different. They don't talk and they just. It's just real sad. But anyway, we don't have to deal with that. Y'all fix everything, right? Just like always.
Like always. Let's get
Do our
going.
best.
All right. How long are you keeping the portal open?
Max is a minute, right?
Yeah, max is a minute.
Yeah,
Word.
so enough for us to get through.
Mhm.
I mean,
We don't want anything going back to our realm, so I say less than like as long as it takes to get all 5 of us through it. 10
And the
sec-
machine.
and the machine, so 15 seconds.
how big and heavy is the machine? Is it
Pretty
Can I-
bulky, pretty heavy. You can fit it in your backpack, but it'd be kind of like sticking out.
I mean, can I just pick it up and carry it
Yeah,
through
yeah.
easily without like just to get it through with time to spare and stuff?
Yeah, like the tripod comes off the bottom and stuff if you need to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
all
okay.
that, but you could do that afterwards. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not talking about that. Okay.
Okay.
We'll just
Um,
keep them carry it.
All right.
Are we going? Are we going?
Yeah, let's go.
Go.
Cool.
Okay, so one of your 2 gems goes in the top. Meatball is like watching. He has James actually do the settings that he like. Is kind of walking you through it. So James, give me an intelligence check, or Arcana. Arcana's probably better.
Yeah, that's why I volunteered, because I have a high Arcana.
Yeah.
Skill check. God, I don't have inspiration. I hope this goes well. 21.
Okay. You mess with the dials and switches, which is a bunch of techno babble. It doesn't really matter. The gem glows a bright white, lights up the entire cavern, it seems. As the light slowly starts to fade from it, a greenish beam shoots out of the lens, or the angled part towards the ground. And that same circle on the ground that you noticed before that just looked off begins shifting, the dirt shifting, and then it looks like just constantly swirling dirt. It otherwise doesn't look like much. And it's open for 15 seconds, and Meatball just says, "Okay, there it is. Just jump on in. Bye."
Bye.
And dives in.
Okay.
I pick up the machine and jump in.
Okay.
I jump in.
Arn jumps in.
Everybody's in.
Jump in.
I'm in last. All right. You would think there'd be like these cool effects around you as you travel between the planes, but it feels like you just jumped through the dirt, and now you're in just a cavern of some type. There's solid rock walls. There's nothing above you as you make a gentle fall to the ground, maybe a foot off the ground. You just land and you're spread out. You don't fall on top of each other. There's sounds of dripping water far off in the distance. But otherwise, it's what feels like nothing but a long and empty cave. And as all 5 of you get there, the ground just rumbles just a bit. Like a very small earthquake.
I'm actually going to turn to Rosa, and so I know that you. Well, I'm making an assumption here. Do you ever actually like go in caves very often, or I've heard most druids don't really like being trapped inside.
No, I'm not into it.
Are
I
you
prefer
okay?
to be with the trees.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'll be okay.
All right. All right, guys. What's our plan?
We
Get out of here.
Yeah, we just start walking.
How dark is it?
It's dark. If you do not have dark vision, you cannot see anything right now.
Great.
I'd like to pull a torch out of my bag and light it.
Okay.
I'd like to pull out the sunblade and ignite it and give us some light as well.
Oh, nice.
How's the air? Is it like nice, breathable? Is it stuffy? Is it humid?
It's breathable. It's cooler than you might feel like it would like. It's cool. It's humid. It's a little muggy. But the air is still. Like you don't feel any type of breeze. It just exists, and it's breathable. Like no issue breathing. But it's just that sound of dripping water, and just every so often, just the slightest sound of rocks shifting and falling to the ground, and just echoing throughout this long cave.
I'm gonna look at the ground and see if there's any like places where it looks like there used to not be something here and now there's something here, or the opposite. Basically, like how much do things shift here?
Give me a survival check.
All right. What's a 6 get me?
You won't seeing shit. It just looks like a cave floor to you. You have no idea what you're looking for.
I got a rock.
Basically.
Yeah, can I do an nature check to see if I recognize the kind of rock?
Sure.
I know it doesn't make sense right now, but maybe it will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, metamorphic. Come on, metamorphic.
10.
It's not a rock you like recognize. And as you start to get adjusted, like with the lights and stuff, you do see just like glimmers of gems and ore. I mean, not like everywhere, but if you kind of think of like if you've played Deep Rock Galactic, the best I can think of, like it's frequent enough that the shine of a gem or the shine of a metal vein like catches your eye, and the glint off of that. Otherwise, a lot of the rock is very just like grayish, brownish. A couple of little like mushrooms on the ground, but not a whole lot else.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
It appears behind you there isn't a path to go. Maybe you came to like the end of a cave. So the
I
only
thought
way
you were
to go.
about to say it appears
Yeah.
behind you. Roll for initiative.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm giving y'all a second to like adjust and letting you look around and feel everything around you as you're just in what has been described as just an endless cave system, an entire plane of existence that is nothing but
Am I
caves.
the only one with dark vision?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm lead scout here right now. How's everything looking?
We've got a torch. We've got the sunblade.
It's true.
Yeah, sunblade will give us light up to. I'll extend it to give us light up to 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean, it just. Are you going to continue go down the path and start your journey?
I mean,
That's what I would like to do, because
Yeah.
the sooner we do that, the sooner we can get the hell out of here. This
Okay.
is weird.
I feel like Chime would just be like hurting us.
Go on,
bet.
get.
Go on, get.
Is someone carrying the machine with them in case we need to make a hasty exit?
I'll break it down and put it in my pack. I think. Oh, don't we? Wait, we still have
We
the.
used to have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll
It's
fit in
better
there.
than a bag of holding. It had like 3 pouches instead of 1. It was like Tasha's duffel bag of wonder or something. I don't
It
remember.
did
It was
initially have
super
a
cool.
whole bunch of copper
It
coins
was
in there.
it was the cargo shorts of holding.
Love cargo shorts. That's fine. So helpful. Okay.
You're not.
Hayward's handy haversack.
Say that 3 times fast.
No.
Right. So you're able to make your way down this path, and again, all kinds of shinies, just gem formations, ores.
If there's any that are like loose, I'm picking those up as I move. So I might as well get something from this godforsaken plane.
Okay.
Just imagining Chime just has one arm against the wall and it's just like,
trying, like everything is pretty
just
firm.
brushing against it.
Kind of a like the fun part of it is actually mining it out to like the people that this would be paradise for.
Good.
Like that's the challenge, that's the joy. So like for whatever reason, like nothing seems like it's super like loose or easy to get to.
Great.
And all the gems are like uncut.
So
Not okay. We'll see. You know what? Roll a D100.
roll a D100.
Roll a D100.
Boy, that's the first time I've had to do that before.
Yeah. This is
99.
all right. Cool.
99.
All right. We can't not have that. Roll a D10.
The dice gods have
A
spoken.
D10.
The dice gods have spoken.
You said a D10, Donald?
A D10.
5.
You find 5 uncut gems as you are just the 99. You gotta give you something. 5 just uncut gems that we will deal with those later. As you're just walking throughout the entire time on this plane. So we don't have to deal with it again. Yeah. All right. You're walking down this path, and as you're going, there's more and more of these like little mushrooms on the ground, and it seems like they are emitting these like tiny bits of blue and purple and green light. That it would be dark for people that don't have dark vision, but like you kind of think that you can maybe see without a torch for a bit if you wanted to, but you're also fine. So far, nothing has bothered you, and you maybe see a couple like little insects, and as they're on the edge of the light, they just scurry away into small cracks and crevices throughout the cave system. A little bit more time passes as you're walking through this cave, and up ahead, everybody give me a perception check.
Up ahead in the distance.
A shimmering light.
Head grew heavy and my sight grew dim.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got 24.
Okay.
Got a 12.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Chime, you actually see it first. Just up ahead on the very edge of where the light is showing, it's the slightest tint of green. And Rosa, you're second, just a couple seconds later, as you're breathing in, something smells off to you, and you like maybe take a couple like breaths and then realize what you're doing, like realizing that something smells bad, almost like it's like acrid, and like when you take those bigger whiffs, it burns your nostrils a little bit, and then you see this cloud of green mist that is rising up from the ground and goes all the way to the ceiling of this cave, which is probably 15 feet high. At its highest point, it goes down to like 8 sometimes, and the caves are uneven. But then, as you all assume, pointed out to your friends. Okay.
Yes, cover your mouths.
Well, I'm gonna say you all stop as you enter a chamber that has several little offshoots to it for the first time in a while. It's otherwise been just a straight cave going somewhere. Okay, just cover your mouth. Is that the solution?
Well, that's my like immediate like
Okay.
don't breathe in. Cover your mouths if you can.
Mhm.
Uh, can
Yes.
someone throw that torch in there and see if this stuff just like, I don't know, catches fire on its own, maybe?
Yeah, but
Or is
then what
that
if we're out of torch?
I mean, we have another
Oh,
torch.
and what if it blows up?
That too.
What if we walk in there with the torch and it blows up in our faces instead of at a distance?
All right, let's get a distance. Walk back 100 feet. Or, what, 30 feet ought to be good. And if it starts catching fire, we run the opposite direction, okay?
Yep.
All right, we all back up. Ken tosses the torch.
Okay. You toss the torch. Let's try to get the right map. Here we go. And it all just doesn't explode, but just goes up in flames.
Whoa.
Like, and then there's like a tiny little flame as a small vent on the ground continues to let out just now a small flame as it hasn't had a chance to accumulate.
Hey, do you guys have anything that you need to cook? Because,
Not cooking on that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, gas stoves are bad now. Don't you remember?
Especially green gas.
All the oxygen in this cave is being consumed. So.
Like a split second, it pulls in. At that point, you would feel a gust of wind as the pressure of the air like tries to come in and make up for all the air that's gone now. But that's science, and it's fine. But it seems that has disturbed some local wildlife, and it's time to. You don't want to say it. You want to say it? Yeah, y'all know what's up. Time to roll initiative.
ah, crap.
Not what you're worried about.
Oh crap.
Everything is fine. Totally fine.
Oh crap.
A lot of fives.
Has everybody rolled? I only see 2 fives.
I'm having you attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a select
Because the
token.
map changed, you have to reselect your token.
Yeah, you'll have to click on your token and then roll
That's my bad.
initiative.
You
There we
gotta click on your token, Ahmed.
Sorry. All right.
Don't forget to
on.
click on that token.
I rolled a
You get to
20.
click on that token, subscribe, like,
Hit the bell.
Hit that shift tab.
mash that
Right.
bell.
I
Smash that like button.
absolutely do not say that.
Obliterate that like button.
I mean, would it help us be found in the algorithm? It would. Do I care? Not really. It's a lot
Destroy
of
your
effort.
monitor in the meantime. Sharpie on a check mark over top of the like.
Just
Uh,
punch it. Punch.
Punch it.
All right. You probably sense it before you see it. Just this feeling of like dread that something is coming, and you can hear the scraping as something maybe was burrowing out of the ground, and then you see one, which I believe you all can see on the map. This huge, large creature. It has like a chitin on the outside, like a giant bug. Huge pincers around its mouth, and then smaller pincers inside. Then an antenna. The eyes look dead, but you have a feeling that something isn't quite right with them. And are you all good with this position right here that's on the map?
Mhm.
Okay. I think that is a
Yeah.
yes. And you can see the one ahead of you, and I think, Ken, you can probably see the second one that's up to the north a little bit.
Mhm.
And with that, Ken, it is your turn, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
All right. Here goes. Basically, Ken is actually staring at them, and he's drawn towards your eyes, and something is kind of bothering him about it, and he feels it inside, and feels a kind of sense of nausea go over him, and all of a sudden he rolled a 6. He's not feeling well.
Oh no. Okay.
However, I need to inform you of something about being a paladin.
Yes.
That at I think level 7 it is. Let me read this to you. Actually, tell me what's supposed to happen first, and then I'll
So on a failed saving throw, the creature cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn, and then we roll. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a D8. I rolled a D6. I'm gonna.
Is it due to fear?
No, it is due. You are incredibly confused right now, almost like you feel like your mind is being wiped of even seeing this creature, but like you just can't react to it. You're not afraid, your brain just isn't functioning right now.
Okay. Let me read something.
Yeah, please do.
For not for me, but for the others. Aura of protection, starting at level 6. Whenever you are a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw. That creature gains a bonus on the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier. So it wouldn't have helped me in this case, but I think the others will get a charisma modifier if they're within 2 blocks from me.
Okay, and what's your charisma modifier?
It's loading. I think it's 2. It'll double check 2 or 1. It is 1, so an extra
Okay.
1 point.
Okay, that'll be helpful. So unfortunately, you're just kind of stunned on your turn and can't, like, you just don't know what's happening, and it's not great. All right. Chime. Sorry again. Chime, you're next.
Charisma saving throw?
I don't think. Can you see the green one?
No,
Then
I don't think
no.
so. I
Then-
mean, technically I can, but I don't have dynamic lighting.
Right.
I'm like back up in the corner.
It doesn't run real well. I'm gonna say you cannot see the green one, so you can't shoot at either. But you can see the red one, but it's not affecting you right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that little sucker. Corpse Slayer. There it goes. Does a 25 hit?
A 25 hits.
And that is 15 sneak and 8 piercing because I am not moving.
Oh, nice.
I would be upset if a 25 did not hit.
Yeah, I think I'd just cry.
Oh, we're not there yet. Give me an episode.
Oh God.
Sorry, that total damage was 23.
Yes.
All right, it lets out a in pain as your arrow pierces its exterior armor, and like lets out a little screech as well.
Point at, like, make a bird noise.
Oh.
'Cause birds are predators to bugs.
They are.
I have one brain cell.
Car, no, let me switch you and Rosa, because that doesn't make sense that Rosa's up there. There we go. All right, Karn, you're up.
All right. Well, I am going to move up toward the green one.
Okay, make a charisma saving throw.
It's 17.
All right. You feel your eyes drawn to its eyes, and for a second, you feel like you can't move, and you shake your head and get snap out of it, and you're able to approach it. So you can act normal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in story, I'm just gonna say I just tighten my grip on my own hand, just pushing in on the rope burn on my hands just to distract myself and cause myself to come back to it.
Perfect. Love it.
All right. Well, I am gonna make an attack on that with my Sunblade. Does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
All right, that's going to be for 12 radiant damage.
All right.
Swinging around with the old-fashioned longsword. What about a 15?
15 does not hit. It just clanks off the exterior armor, the exoskeleton of this critter.
All right, then one last swing around and make another attack with my Sunblade. Ooh. And that's a net 1.
It does not hit. And we will deal with more consequences later.
You mean no consequences because we're cool, right?
We'll deal with those other consequences later.
Great.
The consequences were the friends we made along the way.
Oh no.
So you moved, had an action and bonus action, so that should be it for you.
Yep, that's it.
James, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna attack the red one.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Light crossbow. 12 is not gonna hit.
Oh, does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna see. Yeah. Extra attack. 17.
17 does not hit.
What?
I know.
All right. So with my bonus action, I will. I'm gonna. What is resilience?
What is resilience?
Yeah. If a
Look.
creature were to temporarily weaken their resilience. Oh wait, I can.
I think there's a feat called resilience, but I think otherwise it's likely flavor text on something.
Here we go.
That is not within 30 feet of you.
Fair.
Okay. Anything?
I'm just gonna use my vicious hand crossbow then.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh, and it's vicious. So you're it's like an extra plus. Is it plus 10 damage? Can't remember enough of vicious crossbow.
Oh. I didn't think so.
Let's see. Vicious. It depends on the weapon itself, I think. Just seven extra damage. Just as like part of the crit. That's what vicious does.
Oh, cool. Okay, I will adjust my. I'll fix the character sheet thing.
13?
So that's 6 + 7, 13.
All right.
That's my
That
move.
perfect. Okay, I was like, did I skip Rosa? But no, Rosa's after the Ember Hulks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so one of them has a little green mark on them, and one has a little red mark on them. Just so convenient. Their antennas are green and red to differentiate them. The first one, since Karn, the green one, since Karn's right there, it's going to attack just Karn like a lot, and it's going to be cool, maybe. So it's going to have 3 attacks against you total.
Okay.
1 attack with each claw, and then it's going to try to bite you with its mandibles. So claw attack 1 is a 26
That is
for 6 slashing. The second claw is a dirty 20
that also hits.
for 9 slashing. And then coming in with the bite, a 25
That hits.
for 9 slashing. These aren't messing around. At least that one's not. So this one is just dashing up and running up to the party. The red one. And makes it up to Ken, but does not get to attack as it dashed. Rosa. But you are within range of the red one. So Rosa, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
You can add 1 to that to become a 10 because of the aura protection.
Wow, I now have 10.
So you find yourself looking into this Umber Hulk's eyes, and like you just cannot stop looking. And with a 6 on you're just like, you know what? This isn't a good spot for me anymore. So you, I kind of don't like this part of it because you don't have a lot of control over it. What's your movement speed? 25, 20?
25.
You just take off running. And you just get behind Karn. Because that seems like a safe place to be right now. And unfortunately, that's your turn. Sorry about it. Anyway.
Okay. Well, that was not what I thought I was going to do, but okay. That beastie really got me going.
I know how you feel.
Ken, before your turn, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, I have protection from charm in case it's one of the things these guys can do. So
okay, if you would be charmed, I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, same with anybody within 10 feet from me. Charisma saving throw, you said.
Charisma, yes.
All right. Add 1 to 17, so 18 now.
You are, from this point out, you are immune to the effects of the red one because you have passed the saving throw. No one else has passed the red one. I'm going to put a little red marker on you as well, just so we keep track.
Oh, wait, no. I didn't.
You all haven't saved yet because it was too far from you.
You're right.
Karn has saved from the green one.
Okay.
But Karn is not saved from the red one. It's a lot. It's fine.
With Great Sword out, I'm going to parry facing the Umbar Hulk and move around him. I can't seem to move my token to the other side of the guy. It's moving the whole map for me for some reason.
Gotcha. I just moved you. Make life easier.
Great. And yeah, and then I'm going to take a swing at him, 2 swings at the Great Sword, aiming for his right leg.
Gotcha.
With the goal of chopping it off. That might be it. Here it goes. Taking a swing. I rolled a 25.
A 25 hits.
All right. 4 radiant damage, 11 slashing.
Got it. All right.
And another 25. Wow. Okay. 7 radiant plus 14 slashing.
You're like making your way through this leg as bits of like chitin are just flying off, and it lets out a couple of just terrible shrieks. Does not sound pleasant and happy to be here at all. And with that, I think anything else your turn? Or are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm. I can't do any spells right now. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Chime, charisma saving throw against the red one.
Let's see. I got 13.
You got a 14.
I got 14.
Because you get a +1 from Ken, and you know what that means.
If he's
Did I save?
10 feet away.
Oh, you're too far. Oh, it doesn't matter because it's a 15 anyway.
Damn it.
Let's see what random effect happens to Chime. Ooh, a 1. I think that is just you are unable to act. So no reactions, and you were enthralled by these bug eyes that you kind of see, and you're just like, oh, and that's it for you. You're just confused and done. All right, Karn, you are facing the green one, presume, and it is your turn.
All right. Well, I am feeling pretty rough, but I am going to make another attack with my Sunblade on the one with the green antennae. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 hits.
All right.
We found the
The
number.
10 radiant damage.
All right.
All right. Swing right around. Make an attack with a long sword. That's a nat 20.
That hits, of course.
All right. That's going to be 15 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
And then one last attack with the Sunblade. And that one's a 13.
And that one, for just a second as you make the swing, your sunblade starts to flicker, and the blade goes out right before it makes contact, and then as you finish your swing, it comes back. Maybe something is just a little off with your sunblade. Or maybe that's just me narrating the Nat 1 from before. You just never know. Anything else your turn?
Nope, that's going to be it.
James, you need to make a saving throw against the red one.
8.
What happens to James?
I don't know.
A 5.
That's what does.
What's your movement speed?
It is 30.
Over here is way better. Unfortunately, you do walk through threatened space of the red one, and it's going to hit you with a claw. But gets an 11, and you're kind of almost walking like a zombie. Like you just don't care anymore, and you're just going, and it snaps above your head, just barely. It is the Umber Hulk's turns now, and the red one sees what the threat is, which is Ken, and it's going to all-out attack against you. So 2 claws and mandibles. First attack is a 22.
It's
For 7 slashing. The second claw is a nat 1, a 9, which does not hit.
his leg should break right then.
All right, yeah, we can go with that. It puts too much weight there, and it's crumpled down to 1 leg. Works for me. Mandible attack is an 11, which doesn't hit.
Does not hit. No.
The green one is gonna attack Karn again because Karn's right there. So 2 claws and a mandible. A 20
That one hits.
for 12 slashing. A 25 for 7 slashing. And when it comes in for the bite, an 11, which does not hit.
That one does not hit.
How you feeling?
You know, I've had better days.
Well, okay.
Little beat up.
That is the end of their turns. Rosa. Sorry, honey, you gotta make a charisma saving throw because you're.
This is not my strength here.
It is not. That's why these fights are
No,
fun.
it's your charisma, not your strength. Correct.
Well, 7 or 8 if I still have.
You're not within 10 feet.
Damn.
On a 7.
Start screaming uncontrollably.
So something is playing with your brain. Something isn't right. And where you thought Karn was your friend,
Oh no.
you are certain Karn is your enemy. Just a melee attack with your, I think you have a sickle as your weapon.
Yes,
Just
I
a
have.
sickle attack against Karn is what you have to do with this thing. These are fun.
Oh my god.
14.
Luckily, that does not hit.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Whoa, Rosa, what the hell?
So when you turn to look at Rosa, her eyes are just completely glazed over, and they're probably even back in her head, like she is not herself right now. And unfortunately, Rosa, sorry, that's your turn.
What?
Ken, you are up now.
All right, Ken's furious. He's going to burn in his inspiration.
Okay.
And is that an extra 1d4? Is there at advantage or some sort?
It gives you advantage on your next roll.
So he's gonna try to take out this Umber Hulk with the great sword. Of course, roll 20 is taking forever to load my character sheet. And so yeah, he spins the great sword in the flourish with both hands, and I rolled a 23 and a 24. All right, lovely. So burn my inspiration, but I definitely hit it with 11 radiant damage and 16.
You
extra
hit it.
So with it being down on one knee, you one quick blow just lops its head off as it falls to the ground. The entire body just crumbles and falls. The green one obviously sees this and lets out just an awful like. It's really sad.
No, it's not happening.
William!
Jimothy.
That was my friend.
Gerald, no.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan.
All right, and now
Darn it, Jonathan.
Ken's gonna run 25 feet up there.
Okay.
Technically not flanking, but you're gonna make me roll charisma saving throw.
Oh yeah, you have not saved against this one yet. So yes, you will need to do that as you enter its space and focus on it.
What makes you think I'm focusing on it? I rolled a 15, a 16 technically.
Roll to 15. You have saved against that one as well.
All right, and so he's just okay. Now prepping for battle.
You still have an attack left
Oh, you're right. So
because you
and
get
then-
2 swings.
Right, swing. I'm going to definitely. I guess as I'm running, I'm going to try to take a swing. Crap, pressed on the wrong character sheet, of course.
Jonathan is fantastic. Okay, we can. I don't want to have an NPC named Jonathan though. That's like, if you're not aware, that's from the D&D movie.
An NPC named
I
Timothy
didn't
would be great.
We can do Jimothy for sure, but Jonathan is like from the D&D movie.
All right, I rolled an 11, so miss.
Okay. Yep. All right. Chime, your tormentor, the red one is gone. Would you like to step forward and maybe focus on the green one now?
Oh,
'Cause-
I guess. Ugh.
You know what that means?
I get to make a charisma saving throw, don't I?
You do.
Oh boy.
Wait, when do you get your sneak attack? When you're within... No, when the enemy is within
I
5
get
feet
sneak
of an ally.
attack. I get sneak attack whenever an ally is within 5 feet, or if I have advantage for another reason. For example, if I'm using a ranged weapon and I'm staying still. Charisma saving throw. 20.
Now you've learned
This big bug can kick rocks.
not to stare it directly in the eyes.
Not this
And
big rug.
You can do this big rug. Yeah,
I've been
you
doing
are
that more and more often lately.
free to do whatever you'd like.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
I don't have advantage, but I do get sneak. That's a 15 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Yeah, just off the exoskeleton of this
Damn it.
giant evil bug.
Ugh.
Karn, you are up next.
All right. I'm going to stick with the same attack pattern here. All right. First attack with the Sunblade is a 16.
Does not hit, but it doesn't fade away this time.
Right. Swing back around with the longsword. That's an 11, so I know that one doesn't hit.
And then
And then one more attack with the Sunblade.
And then...
and
And that's an 11 too.
ooh,
all those previous hits, man.
I'm
Used
paying
them up.
for all those good attack rolls last session.
James.
Before
Oh.
we switch over, I was
yeah.
going to say I do have a bonus action I was wanting to use.
The bonus action was your longsword attack.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
That's how the two-handed weapons work.
Okay.
Or two weapons. James, charisma saving throw.
14.
Oh, you're not quite within 10 feet of Ken,
I'm
are you?
not. Nope, and I can't move first.
Yeah, it's the start of your turn. A 4 on the wheel of fun. You just can't do anything. You're just, your mind is butter.
Okay, I won't move.
All right. The other Umber Hulk looks around, realizes that you are not, in fact, an easy meal, and starts to burrow straight down into the rock. leaving a large hole. Ken and Karn, it leaves your threatened area. If you so choose, you get a tax opportunity against it.
Oh yeah, I'm cutting this.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
I'm pissed.
Get back here, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
I rolled a 25 for 7 plus 15, 7 radiant plus 15 slashing damage.
And
And I rolled a 19 for 8 radiant damage.
it definitely leaves some scars on its back as it seemingly just burrows into the ground, and it leaves a pretty good sized just hole in the rock as it continues to go away. You all want to pursue it or end combat?
Good with letting it go.
I am going to jump in with it.
Okay. So you're going to jump into a hole. It would have burrowed 40 feet down because it would have dashed and it went down twice. So you're going to take some falling damage.
Well, I'm gonna stab. I'm holding the great sword in a stabbing motion.
You still fell 40 feet and you're going to take
Okay.
Let me see. I think it's a d6 per 10 feet. Is that right? For every 10. Yep. For
Is there
max.
any way I could try to catch Ken by the collar before he does the...
I feel like he wants to jump on in and he's going to jump on in.
Yeah,
So
I mean, he's self-described the size of Shaq.
yeah. All right. So 17 bludgeoning damage. And make an attack roll.
So something Shaq falling 40 feet on top of this thing
With a
Does it-
sword down.
with the sword down.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's, yeah.
My bad.
It's
you're
it's-
getting there. I got ahead of it.
Yeah.
24 damage for 15 plus radiant plus 16 slashing.
okay. So it's dead. But now you're 40 feet down a hole.
How wide is it?
5 feet wide.
Okay, so Ken's fathom is longer than 5 feet, so he's gonna put his hands put the great sword in his back, put his hands and legs to the wall, and kind of spider walk the wall up.
Okay. So that'll take him a little bit of time to
Just
do that.
watch.
I mean, we
I
can
did that
just
as a-
drop a rope down.
I did that as a
No,
child.
this is fun.
Yeah. Would you guys do that in a child? You go to a narrow part of the hallway and then kind of spider walk till your head hits the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
Absolutely not.
I was a chicken, so no. Because what if I fall?
do that. Boys fell all the time, didn't we, guys?
I mean, I
I'm not-
fell all the time, but
I'm not much of a climber, to be honest. I like my feet on the ground. But yeah.
Lots of heights. I would get on the dinner table and jump off. I would.
All right.
I fell a few times. I was told a few times on my head, but
let's
I haven't
let's focus up because we got to get through a bit more. We don't have a lot of time left, and
Okay.
sometimes the distractions that we call each other out for, we gotta go. All right, so fight's over.
Yep.
It's a
So those of you that were like affected by the Ember Hulks, you don't have a memory of what happened in those instances. Like you just completely blanked out. So Rosa, you don't remember even seeing them probably.
Yeah,
How
what
did I get
happened?
here?
What is
happened?
happening?
Why do I have a sickle in my hand?
Why is there a giant hole?
there was a big bug.
You all acted funny for a second there.
Oh.
You act funny all the time, so
Is
Get used
everybody
to it.
okay? Does anyone need healing?
I'm a little hurt, but that's my fault.
I could probably stand to have a little healing.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Karn.
Okay.
So he'd get. Do I just have to do?
You probably want to use like Cure Wounds, which does more, and you can cast that at a higher level.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It'll I'm gonna do it real quick on your, unless you just got it.
I can't figure. I just did like just the description. Do I just need to?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
wait, I
the
see.
spell
I see
sheets
now.
are
Okay.
Yeah, if you just click on it, it'll ask you what level you want to cast it at, and you have
Okay.
your spell levels. Yeah, and you can there you go.
So it says 6 healing and 8 healing. Which one does it?
It's 14 because you cast it at a higher level.
Gotcha.
You get extra healing for using a higher level spell.
Perfect.
And I'll cast Lay on Hands on myself for a tough till full health.
Okay.
So
All
I'm
right.
giving myself a quick tick check, realizing, oh, I didn't get hurt.
All right. So you're able to heal up a bit. The cave, it's still the same sounds from before, the rumbling, and a small earthquake again, like shudders the ground. Right as Ken makes his way up from the hole that he jumped down. A little bit of light in the room from the I mean, you also have the torches out and the sunblade still out, I presume, but the mushrooms in here are definitely providing more light. As there's a couple of little offshoots, ways to go, but they don't seem like they go anywhere. Just small little alcoves, with one path heading north that seems to continue on.
Oh, it makes sense. We follow that path north, shall we?
I guess.
All right. Anything useful on these corpses? On that corpse over there?
They are just giant bugs.
Yeah, I'm not
All right.
touching that.
Let's get going.
All right. You keep walking. The caves seem to, like, maybe you've been here before. Maybe it's just repeating the same cave, but it can't be right. It's you're going a different way. You haven't looped around anywhere. You haven't had any intersections. Maybe another 2 hours. Again, it's hard to tell with time right now. There's no sun. It's nothing but caves. You make your way to, you hear just the gentle sound of lapping water against rock. Very gently. Let me get you all. Well, we'll do a map for this. And you also can smell a campfire, but it doesn't have that traditional like campfire smell. It's like they're burning something that isn't necessarily wood, but it's definitely a fire, and you can see the flickerings of the flame just ahead. And there's two forms, not like hunched around it, but are sitting next to it. And they're just a ways up ahead.
How far?
Probably 60 feet. Neither one of them seem to be paying any attention to you, or even maybe know you're there.
Yeah, would you call it dim light? Because
Yeah,
I can
with
see 60 feet with my. I guess. Well, they have.
Yeah, there's a
I guess
campfire.
that's
You can see that.
Can I tell what they are?
One is very small, and from the light, because I think dark vision is probably like gray, so like can't necessarily tell skin tones that well. And but there's like, it looks like a gnome, but a gnome with very dark, almost like gray skin, and a dwarf next to him, who again, just in the light and stuff, it looks like he has gray skin with a prominent white beard, and they're both just sitting by this campfire. And you can maybe smell some type of like fish maybe being cooked over it, as that like is wafting into the air.
Ken gets really hungry.
Uh,
I draw my bow, you do the interrogation.
Ken.
That's fine.
Okay, I draw my bow.
Okay. You still like 60 feet away?
Yeah, but I'm pointing it at him.
Okay. Y'all say anything?
Yeah, y'all gonna say who are you? Come on.
We come in peace.
They both turn and look at you all. Kind of shrug. Like, what are you coming this way for?
We're lost.
You don't look like you belong here. Where are you from?
From a different plane of existence. And we're looking for a bastard named Dragonbane.
Yeah. Dragon-looking guy, right?
Yeah, black. Taller than me.
Yeah. He came this way. Had a couple of friends with him.
Which way did he go?
They point across this large lake.
He went that way. Don't think there's much left, though, but you're welcome to find out, I guess.
Much left of what?
And this is most of the dwarf talking, and the gnome like looks at him like,
They're not from here. It's okay. They're not antagonizing you. Not everyone's antagonizing you.
The dwarf just yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's fine. Fine.
Belmore was that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's even left.
Ken's gonna reach out the chime telepathically if he's still within range of her to get her to come closer.
Yeah, okay, I do.
And basically asks if she thinks they're telling the truth because he can't tell at all. I rolled a 7 on insight.
So part of it is you wouldn't know what number you rolled. You would you'd want to do an insight check, and I would tell you results like no one else would know. Like that is, I'm not trying to like be negative, but that's like peak metagaming. Like if somebody rolls bad, you wouldn't ask somebody else to roll. You just go with it. It's just how we tell a story. So you're trying to tell if they're lying. It's hard to get a read on them. You don't really recognize them. But like the way the dwarf was talking, like the disgust he had in his voice, you're not sure, like no motivation to lie about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So you from the same places that, what you call him, Dragonbane? You want you as friends? You here to take away everything else from us too? Is that what you're here for?
No, we're here to kill him.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Well, if you go across the lake, you'll see it. Well, what's left of it? There's a home. The city of crystals. But we heard the screaming. We got out as soon as we could.
Good enough for me.
And Ken walks past them slowly.
You can take our boat if you want it. We're never going back.
Won't need it.
You gonna ferry us all?
I might. Thank you very much. My name is James, by the way. Thank you. I hope that we kill him, and I hope you get your city back.
Yeah. Hope so too. But good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This boat right here.
Yeah, this boat right here.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you didn't actually say. Okay, cool. Anything else to do here? Are we going?
I mean, privately, I think I'm gonna connect with James and just ask, do you think we're too late again? I mean, should we even be doing this?
I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna turn back to the dwarf and the gnome, and I'm gonna show him the burnt out, the used rock gem that
Mhm.
we've. Hey, do you know where we get more of these? It used to be magical.
Kind of swirling.
Yeah.
There might be some left in the city. That was a main currency.
Oh.
Let me reaches into a little pouch on the side. Yeah. He has one. Hands it to you. I don't need any more. There's
Thank
nothing
you.
left.
I appreciate that. Is it common for them to stop swirling? Is that normal?
Nah. Never seen that before, but
Do you want this one?
he shrugs and is like, yeah, sure, I guess. Thanks.
Cool. Hey, thanks for the trade.
Yeah, but you're better off just going home if you can.
Yeah, the thing is if he keeps going here, he's gonna go to other places, and eventually there's not gonna be any life left, so we have to kill him.
Good on you. Good luck.
While James has been having this conversation, Rosa is like getting in the boat, finding the oars, like
Getting
getting ready
prepped.
to move. Yeah.
Okay.
Tired of this cave. As soon as I hear them rustling around and getting in the boat, I was like, all right, well, see you later.
Nah. All right. So 4 of you in the boat. Ken swimming.
Ken's actually going to get into the boat because he doesn't know what kind of sea creatures are in this water.
Oh, that's probably a good call. That's
Wow.
it's a good call.
Ken's so smart.
That's a really good call.
So how big is the lake, and is it big enough to where if we skirted the edge, doesn't really take that much extra time?
Are you like looking at the lake or asking them?
I'm making a plan. Hey, do you all? I guess I'm asking the party.
Asking the party.
I would like to look at the lake and see how big it is.
You don't see like anything across the lake. Like it's just darkness because it outranges the light. It outranges your dark vision. It outranges your torch. So it's just like blackness.
Hey, do you guys know how far it is? Like
they like the gnome like looks at the dwarf like, hey, what took you like hour and a half, 2 hours of just solid rowing? He's like, yeah, I was in a hurry too, so yeah, it's a pretty far across, but I mean, after a little while, I mean, hopefully you'll see the city.
One last question: is there any wildlife in this water that is dangerous?
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Cool. Relatively safe as long as we're in the boat.
Yeah, just don't stop.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Any other questions for our fount of information here, team?
We're good.
Thank you
All
for
right.
your help.
Thank you.
Yeah, kick his ass for us.
Will
We
do.
plan to.
All right. Who thinks they can row the fastest?
I got it.
I mean, I figure we would like take it in shifts, so as people's arms get tired, we just.
I agree, but
Hop out.
let's get some momentum up first.
All right. Is that a strength roll or?
You're looking to like just launch and go as fast as you can.
Not as
Then-
fast as I can, but to get a pretty fast clip. I'm
Yeah,
going a marathon, not a sprint. So do you want a strength or a constitution?
Let's say your initial launch will be a strength,
Okay.
and then just trying to maintain that is going to be your constitution.
Okay, I rolled poorly. Well, not poorly. I rolled a 10.
I mean, a 10 gets you like a pretty good clip going out. You're not going like fast, but you're not you're making progress and you're able to like get going.
Okay. Yeah, we at least have left the shore, I guess. That's about it.
Okay. And with-
Ken really fighting the urge to jump outside the boat and push with his feet. Like
Keep
to
fighting
swim,
that
to
urge.
paddle. Sorry?
Keep fighting the urge.
Okay. All right. And so yeah, we're rowing across this dark lake. It's dark under here.
It is dark, but you still have a torch going and still the sunblade out for some light.
Torch is gone. The torch we threw at the gaseous fiend.
That's right.
And I'm going to recommend that we do not have basically a lure above the lake water, and I'm just going to keep watch with my dark vision and let you know if you're veering off course as far from anything that I can tell.
All right.
Can I extinguish the sunblade?
Yeah, thank you. Put the sunblade away.
Perfect.
Is what-
All right. So our heroes going across a lake in what to most of them is complete and total darkness. And we'll end it there. And we'll pick up next time in 2 weeks with what you all might discover. So our next session is going to be on, is that our anniversary? It is. June 7th, which is Jillian at my wedding anniversary. So we're gonna play D&D together.
9 years, baby.
For our wedding anniversary, which if that doesn't encapsulate a relationship, I don't know what does.
Well, I also want to end on this visual because this is what I started thinking. If Ken gets tired of rowing, Rosa will offer to help row, and she's going to be standing on the middle seat and just rowing as she stands because she's too little otherwise to reach over the edge.
Couldn't she like turn into a big creature with big arms like an Umbar Hulk and then start rowing?
I
But
can
like
only turn
then
into
you're
small
burning
creatures
that.
You're lucky she's not like a bat and just flying away.
Yeah, really.
Peace out.
Plus, there's the whole thing with opposable thumbs to hold on to the oars.
Let's see. Who do we have? If Basic Witch is still streaming, she's doing
I'm
her,
seeing.
her
Basic
birthday
Witch.
week. And she is playing Romancylvania, which is a Metroidvania and dating sim all wrapped up into one. And Basic Witch is great. So we'll head over there. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. We'll be back probably next week. Maybe playing Roots of Pasha. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
We'll see what happens.
No guarantees right now with everything happening. But thanks for hanging out, and we will see you all next time. Night, y'all.
Bye.
Night.